in the Biden administration using FEMA funding to support undocumented migrants. How does the White House respond?
I mean, it's just categorically false. It is not true. It is a false statement. And look, the fact of the matter is, I think Washington Post fact checker did a piece, and the headline recently, just moments ago, not too long ago, and the headline was, "No, Biden did not take FEMA relief money to use on migrants, but Trump did." I'll leave it there.
Okay, so you just heard Cringe Jean-Pierre. And when you hear me say cringe, I know her name is Corinne Jean-Pierre, but I call her cringe because every time she steps up to that podium, the word salad or lack thereof information that comes out of this woman's mouth, it just makes you cringe. Now, we just heard a reporter, and this was in October of 2024, speaking about FEMA using their money to fund and house illegal immigrants. And she just went on this thing of, no, it didn't happen. And then she said, but Trump did. Now, in this video, I'm going to show you how it's been exposed by Elon Musk and Doge, just how these radical left-wing Democrats have been using not just American taxpayer money, but even American disaster relief money to take care of illegal immigrants to the tune of almost $100 million. But I want to address something real quick. That statement that she made about President Trump, I'm going to address that, and I want to show you something. And I want to show you here just how President Trump, he did authorize FEMA to use $44 billion of disaster funds, but it was for American citizens who were struggling through COVID-19. And just real quick, I'm not going to read this whole thing, but just real quick, it says President Trump Saturday authorized the Federal Emergency Management Agencies to use up to $44 billion in Stafford Act disaster relief funds to supplement individuals' wages resulting from lost work due to the pandemic, COVID-19. YouTube strikes when you use certain words. Public health emergency. The president's directive said that states and territories that apply for funds may distribute through their unemployment insurance system $400 a week, including a $300 federal contribution to individuals who currently receive at least $100 per week of unemployment compensation benefits and can self-certify that they are unemployed or are unable or unavailable to work due to disruption caused by the pandemic. So when they like to bring up, oh, Trump used it, that's BS. He did use it, but he used it for American citizens through a once-in-a-lifetime pandemic. Now, let's compare that to the Biden administration, and even not just then. Right now, you have loyalists to the Democrat regime that are working behind the scenes to subvert all of the things that Elon Musk and President Trump are doing to save American taxpayers' money and to protect Americans. As a matter of fact, here's a story that just broke that the Democrats and the mainstream media do not want you to see. See, they're protesting Doge and all of this stuff for a reason, because their little slush fund has been exposed. Check this out.
Elon Musk has accused the Federal Emergency Management Agency of diverting funds meant for American disaster relief. According to Musk, FEMA sent a staggering $59 million to luxury hotels in New York City to house illegal migrants, a move he says violates the president's executive order and is a gross misuse of taxpayer money. Musk claimed that his Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, recently uncovered the funds and vowed that a clawback demand will be made to recoup the money. This controversy comes as the Trump administration intensifies efforts to overhaul FEMA. Last month, President Trump signed an executive order establishing a council to review the agency amid concerns over political bias. The new directive calls for the council's first meeting within 90 days and requires a report of its findings within 180 days. Trump has been long critical of FEMA, arguing that the agency bungles emergency relief efforts and should either be fundamentally reformed or even dismantled. He has previously denounced FEMA's performance, asserting that federal disaster aid should be given directly to states rather than managed by an inefficient agency. Funding for FEMA has soared in recent years following several high-profile weather disasters, and the agency now faces scrutiny over how it allocates emergency resources. The Trump administration's latest measures are part of a broader strategy to ensure that federal funds are used solely for American disaster relief and to strengthen national security.
So as you can see, the reason why the Democrat Party is protesting, and they got Elizabeth Warren and Maxine Waters and Chuck Schumer, the entire Go Along to Get Along gang out there raging, and they even have American citizens going crazy screaming and hollering as if Elon Musk and Doge and President Trump is doing a bad thing. They've already recovered $83 billion in wasteful spending already, and they're just getting started. As a matter of fact, wait until you find out what else they've been able to uncover. Now, while the Democrat Party has got people out here going nuts and getting them to want to rage and fight against the machine, they know that there is nothing that they can do from a legal standpoint to block or stop what's going on. The only thing they could try to do is work to delay it. And why? If the objective of previous administrations going way back to before the Civil War have been trying to find ways to shrink government, keep it small, and monitor spending, and now it's being done, now it's so much backlash. Democrat presidents, Clinton, Obama, they've all wished that they could cut the wasteful spending and shrink the government down. But see, what most people don't know is that USAID and several other government departments, they have zero oversight, no congressional oversight. As a matter of fact, when Congress will request information from USAID, they would tell them to kick rocks and keep it moving. But now that there's some accountability and you got a person going through checking things out, and they love to say, oh, Elon Musk has access to your personal data. Well, even if that's true, but it's not, but even if that's true, Elon Musk is the richest man in the world. He has companies that do business globally. He doesn't need anything from the average American taxpayer and many who have bad credit. What is Elon Musk going to do with that information? But let's take it on the flip side. Would you rather the richest man in the world who's known for building successful businesses having access to that and his team of engineers who have built SpaceX, who helped revolutionize PayPal, who helped Twitter become successful, and even now as X is profitable again? Or would you rather an unelected, unnamed bureaucrat who has no allegiance to the American public, but only allegiance to the Democrat Party? Would you rather them with access to your information? You don't even know who they are. You wouldn't know who to blame if something came up wrong, even if you wanted to. So this argument is ignorant, and they've got people out here throwing themselves in front of a freight train for no reason, when even the Speaker of the House, Hakeem Jeffries, I'm sorry, the minority leader of the Speaker of the House, Hakeem Jeffries, you know, the fake Obama 1.5, with his robotic talking self. I don't even know if this man is a human. He seems like he's some type of robot, like some type of a, you know, humanoid robot or something. Nothing he says seems like it just flows out naturally. Everything is this type of systematic way of talking, as if he tries to be Obama but got some type of speech impediment. But check out what he has to say about what the Democrats really can do while they have everybody out here generating public uproar, because that's all they want. They want the American people to get so pissed off that they want them to go ahead and crash out and do crazy stuff. Some of them have even been calling for violence. After all the talk we've had about insurrectionists and J6, literally the Democrat Party have been calling for violence in the streets. These people make me sick. It's so hypocritical. But check out what Hakeem Jeffries had to say.
Well, I appreciate the question, Kevin, but I'm trying to figure out what leverage we actually have. What leverage do we have? Republicans have repeatedly lectured America. They control the House, the Senate, and the presidency. It's their government. What leverage do we have?
If you enjoy this content, do me a solid, hit that like button. I really appreciate it. I'll never ask you for a cash app or a super chat, but your like helps spread the video around. And if you aren't subscribed to the channel, subscribe. On this channel, I share political and current events and selling techniques and tips. And so would appreciate it if you subscribed and join us on this journey. And once you do subscribe, hit the notification bell and select all. You'll be notified when I upload new videos. And see, so he knows this. And the fact that he has got people out here acting as if, oh, the Democrat Party is going to come through and they're going to stop this. Did you see when Maxine Waters and the crew thought they were just going to barge into the USAID building? And there was one security guard, not even a big guy, one that just stood there with his arms folded and said, you can't get in. They screamed and railed out there in front of that door, held up IDs, and got nowhere. Now, we don't want anybody to get violent and do anything crazy like that, but you think that really shows much passion? The American people could see right through it. And literally, this $59 million payment that they sent to house illegal immigrants in luxury hotels happened last week, and it got caught. It got caught. And if you've been missing out on some of the other stuff that's been going on, make sure you check out the channel, because the information with Governor Shapiro, the accusations against Governor Shapiro, should I say, and some of the other things are just jaw-dropping. But I wanted to jump in and share this information with you. These Democrats are going crazy protesting those because their personal slush funds have been caught, exposed, and shut down. So, you know, good job, Elon Musk and President Trump, the Doge team of engineers, and just the entire Republican Congress and Senate for being unified, at least right now, and helping push things forward. And there's a bill on its way where it includes no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, no tax on Social Security, and there is a tax increase for the owners of sports teams who have been using a loophole. And that will generate billions, not to mention the tariffs that the president has issued on certain countries that we have a trade difference with. We have a significant trade difference with, where we don't charge them any tariffs, they charge us tariffs. And so just the simple fact that if we charge them tariffs and they say, whoa, 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 okay, no tariffs on your products either, that alone is bringing back money. And if they do say, okay, well, we're going to tear up your products since you tear up ours, cool. It'll just increase business and increase jobs for American-based companies. So all around, it's a good thing. It's a great thing. And hopefully you picking up what I'm putting down and you in agreement that this is a positive thing for America, which is about time for us to put America first. But other than that, I'm Brian Maxwell. Thank you for stopping in and watching this video. And as always, I look forward to seeing you at the top. Over and out. See you next time.